just about no, it's not, is it? It's very nearly about sailing. April 2022, welcome. Gosh, it's a hot sunny day today. Actually, it's hot as long as the wind's in the right direction. So yes, the channel has changed its name now. Depending on when you're watching this, I might not have actually changed it on YouTube, but that's going to happen very shortly. I put out a new channel trailer. I like the new name, I know some people don't, but a change is as good as a rest sometimes. So very nearly about sailing. I think it sums it all up. I put some notes down because I'm going to put some clips in. Things didn't quite go to schedule. There was supposed to be some sailing. Lucy was going sailing and I'd arranged a fee. I was going to pay her in chocolate for her to take some video, which we were going to include, but that didn't happen. We'll cover that slightly later. And also I've done quite a bit of DIY work on the holding tank, which I want to complete, but I ran out of epoxy. My own silly fault. I thought there was a can of epoxy resin, and for some reason I thought it was full and it was actually empty. It's like putting empty bottles of milk back in the fridge. Why do people do it? I don't know why I did that. So I've now got that, but it means next month there'll be a lot of work actually just looking at the holding tank. So what are we going to do in this one? Well, we'll have a quick chat and show. Lucy has finished the waxing and the UV protection for the outside the boat. Really nice job, so that looks absolutely great. The other thing, I'm going to do a demonstration of, I got one of those things for picking up moorings single-handed, you know, when you kind of loop the rope around it and you never quite know how it works and it seems to be magic, and I didn't know how it works. It didn't come with instructions, so let's see if that works. And the other thing is the dinghy. I started to do the dinghy and I fixed the punctures, I put wheels on the back, but it needed a good jet wash, it needed a clean, and then it needed UV protection, and then I bought a new bag to put it in. So we'll have a look at that and we'll see if we can actually simulate what it would be actually like out on the sea. I'll get Lucy to do that. So anyway, that's what's going to be in this month, so let's just get on with it, shall we? Slight confession time here, and I haven't told Lucy, but she has completely waxed the boat with the UV protection stuff, and we did a little video a few weeks ago now actually, yeah, back in early March, of her doing that and then finishing it. And before it rained or anything, I wanted to get shots of how beautiful it looked. And normally I'm really good with backing up my files and stuff, but I used a slightly different system which wasn't quite as idiot proof. And it needs to be idiot proof, no fingers pointing at who the idiot might be. But anyway, I lost it and I haven't told her, I daren't tell her. And now I'm showing you that isn't it beautiful, except there's bird poo on it, and we had this really, can't point, and we had this really awful sort of dusty rain that came in, so it's all coated in dust. And I'm just about to get her to do to redo the pressure washing for the above bit, so not a word, she won't know until this video comes out. But the wax is very good actually. I'll tell you what, I'll get her to do a demonstration of the wax, and she can explain exactly how wax goes on, wax goes off, etc. But whoops. Anyway, Serenity is beautiful, despite the fact she's a bit dusty now. She looks so different, except all the scratches. You can really see all the scratches. But you know what? That's part of the charm. What? This is the stuff that Lucy, because we did that video of you actually polishing it, didn't we? And it was beautiful. You saw how shiny it was, because it's now all very dirty with. It seems to rain dust around here, doesn't it?
There's lots of dust.
So first of all you cut it all back with two different grades. Was it 2 or 3 different grades?
2.
2 different grades. And then you use the marine polish, which from Starbright, and then the pre-softened boat wax was the anti-UV stuff. And in the previous take, which I didn't have the sound come on, Lucy said she's going to do another. You're going to wash it down and do another coat.
Yes, 4 chocolate.
4 chocolate.
Just to have that on the record.
Yeah, absolutely. That's legal now. So just check you can see that. So there you are. As I say, you've seen how nice and shiny it was from the previous video, but
making them dance.
You were going to juggle them.
I was not going to juggle them.
Shall we call that a day then?
Can you do some CGI? Make it look like I'm juggling. I could have a few between now and tomorrow.
Got special. Stop nattering on. You're on.
Sorry, I was talking to you.
Were you? But I wasn't listening. Does that count as a conversation?
I think every single conversation we've ever had has been that.
No, missed all that. Anyway, Lucy was going to go sailing this weekend and I was going to give her some chocolate for some footage, but one of the people on the boat, the skipper, has got COVID,
Yeah,
so she can't do it. The important person. So that means the jet washing will happen this weekend, yay! And it's also Easter weekend, so you'll get chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I get chocolate.
You get lots of chocolate. That's the only time of year you get chocolate for free. Anyway,
And Christmas.
and because I was having, or still am having, the car all next week, she's been hoovering out. You don't get chocolate for that.
No, because I made the mess.
Exactly. Right, anyway, let's get on with this holding tank. Right, just quick demonstration time. You've probably seen these retrieval things before for moorings. I got one for Christmas with absolutely no instructions. They're all slightly different. What I like about this one is it's got a telescopic arm, but the telescopy bits actually lock. So if you twist it, that's actually quite solid. I've seen these demonstrated several times, and I always find it difficult to figure out how they actually work. So basically what it is, if you can remember which way around to put it, that way around, is this little bar thing here. You put the rope through it, and you can either do what I do, which is just to tie a stopper knot, like a sort of figure of 8 knot, which is the universal sort of stopper knot. That is the worst figure of 8 knot I've ever done in my life, but it is one. Or you could just have it looped through. So when you push this down towards the buoy, this is kind of being held together, and then I'm going to use this. This then sort of, this bit under tension from the rope clicks up, so that ends the bit that's in charge. And at this point, the rope has kind of been passed through, and so when you pull this up, this disengages, and you pull this up, and the rope is actually through the ring. As I say, it's weird. I'm going to try this. I'm going to do a one-off. This is probably not heavy enough, because normally the buoy would not lift out of the water, but the principle should be there. And you know, I've got to be honest, Serenity, the anchor's not in the anchor locker at the moment, and we could drift around even though, you know, we're not in the sea. You've got to be careful about these things. So let's have a go and see if I can actually make this work with the meagre tools at my disposal. So whether or not this is a safe mooring or not, I don't know. And the mooring ball seems to actually be underwater if this was realistic. So let's see how this works then, shall we? I think the issue here is that my mooring ball is not heavy enough. There we go. That went well, didn't it? I was trying to do this so this thing didn't fall off, but obviously in real life that would be a lot easier because that thing wouldn't be. Well, anyway, what can I say? It's worked. I have retrieved the line and I can touch. The mooring ball has sunk. Help, the mooring ball has sunk. That, you know what, that works well. And actually, if I'd have wanted to sort of fish something out of the water, I've now fished that out the water, so that could be the hook that I then tie onto the cleat. But I don't have any cleats on the boat at the moment, so I took them. Anyway, there you go, demonstration. Right, so that took me ages to get back in that bag. See if you can get it out.
Oh no. Didn't realise there was a test element involved. They'll just slide out, right?
Yeah, right. It might do. Oh, it is gonna.
Yeah.
Damn it. Right. That was so difficult.
Yeah. Oh.
It's alright, we're not using that again.
You can't use it again.
We now got 2 bags.
That was quite a rip there. Yes, oops. Was that not ideal?
That's the emergency exit.
No. I think that bag had its day.
Right, now you got to pump it up.
And then I just pump.
Yeah. Go on then.
Oh, what a lovely day to be in the sea. Woo! A wave.
Did your sea survival course come in handy just then? Is that what you had to do?
Yeah.
You had to say a wave and you had to do the wave. You've got to do a Mexican wave for one person. Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's what they taught me. It was a very cheap course.
Was it? Did you pay them in chocolate?
Of course.
Right, enough frivolity. Let's get back on with the serious work then, if you want
Oh, no fun.
No fun. No peace with
Wait.
No, you've got to do the diving thing.
What?
You've got to go in like a diver does.
Oh.
She does have diving qualifications.
Don't normally do it onto grass.
Safer.
Great.
Bit more dramatic. Do you just do anything I say?
Well, evidently.
'Cause
Never a
you're
good
really
idea,
choppy.
though.
I think I'll cut your head off.
Please don't.
That looks really good. I don't know if it's coming out on camera, but that's really, really good. That cleany stuff looks excellent. We need to do a pack shot. Can you get 2 packs and hold them in front of the camera?
Yeah, you do have to get close up. Is that right?
So is that
Tube shine.
Hang on, I need to put it on. Oh, it is on. So that's Tube Shine from Rib Store, which is the boat cleaner, and that worked fine.
Yep.
And then the next one is
Hypertech.
which is UV protection. So hopefully, is that milk? Isn't it?
Yeah. So I put on 2 coats of this one
Okay.
once it's dry.
Okay, it's nearly dry.
Nearly dry.
Right, we've just lifted that onto the. Actually, should we take that off? Let's pretend somebody forgot to switch the camera on. What can I say? So this was over here, wasn't it?
Yeah. Ta-da, and now can we lift
That
it?
lays out like that.
Oh.
That's a pretty good fit, actually. Quite.
Yeah. Did you measure it, or did you just guess? You guessed, didn't you?
think you order it based on the size of the dinghy.
That makes sense. Oh, sorry.
And then it's got D-ring things.
Yeah, on the other side to the camera.
On the other side to the camera. You've all seen a D-ring before.
Just trust us.
Very easy to use. Nobody quite knows how they work.
Magic.
Actually, this is nice because you can tighten. That's really good. I will put a quick clip in of me putting it into the old bag that Lucy wrecked earlier on, because that took forever.
Oh, you can never put it in there again.
Yeah, that's true. It's really quite impressive, and I can't remember where I got it from. So don't ask where I got this from, because I can't remember.
Does look a little bit better than the old one. Well, especially now that someone ripped the old one.
So, it's got handles there, and it's also got really quite substantial.
And where is it? It had a pocket. Yeah, it did. There was a pocket. I love a pocket. There it is. Pocket.
It's got a pocket. Now, what I didn't do is put the seat thing in it, but that would fit.
Yeah.
You can put that on top. Right. Should we put it away? That is good. I like that.
I like that it's got.
So, on that suspenseful note, who knows what happens next? We will see you next month. Have a good time, and yeah, should be DIY on the holding tank next month. That is the plan.